Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Momma Said It Podcast.
Yes,
Welcome in. Come in and join us.
absolutely.
How are you today, Ma?
I'm good. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing good. No complaints.
Good. No complaints. No
Nope.
complaints.
Nope.
No need of
Not.
complaining. Just need to just keep pushing through, right?
Absolutely. Yep.
Keep pushing through. Today is Sunday, November the 9th,
Yes, it is.
2025. We are less than 2 months away from the new year.
Yes. Yep.
The new year is approaching. Does it seem like it?
I feel like this year went by extremely fast, but I think it was so much going on it kind of like distracted the year going
Yeah.
by so
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah.
So I
I
think
agree.
I think it was like one thing after another, after another, after another. So it never really gave somebody a chance to say, "Oh, look up, the summertime's here. Look up, it's fall. Now it's November." So it's just been one
Right.
thing after another. So
Yeah, have been one thing after another. It seemed like it's just a ripple effect of just so much. It's barely you can barely keep up.
yeah, exactly.
That's how I'm looking at it. And I don't know. I guess that's an intention. That's intentional. That's
Uh
inten-
that part I don't know, but I just know that it's been a lot going on, and it's definitely keeping people's mind off of how fast the year is going.
yeah, yeah. That's true. That could be a good thing too.
Yeah.
That could be a good thing as well. But yes, thank God for another day and another year that we're
Yes.
here to celebrate. Happy
Yes.
birthday to those who are celebrating a birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone that you doing any shout outs to for a
Not that I can
birthday?
think of. Not that I can think of off the top of my head. No.
It is still Scorpio season.
Yes, it is.
It is still Scorpio season.
Mm-hmm.
So now let me ask you, huh? Did you go to church today? I didn't ask you that.
No, no, I didn't
I
go to
didn't
church
speak to
today.
you earlier today.
Huh?
I said no, I didn't speak to you earlier today.
We were texting, but no, we didn't speak on the phone. But no, I didn't go to church today.
Okay, you didn't go to church today. Okay. Well, church is
Yeah,
within all of us, right?
yeah, absolutely.
And I didn't go either. I didn't go either. It's been a roller coaster for us the last few weeks, but we have been pushing through. As many of our viewers and those that are in America and around the world, you just have to continue to push through no matter what. Share our lives, share our life. Sharing is caring. And I
Yes.
noticed, I don't know whether they were able to correct um, our platform where we can see everyone's comment, but I will periodically check and see just to make
Okay.
sure on each platform that we're not missing anyone's comments. We don't want to miss anyone's comments.
Okay.
Sharing is
Yeah.
caring. Sharing is caring. Okay, so one of the things, how about anniversaries? Do you know anyone who's celebrating an anniversary?
No, I don't know any. No, not off the top of my head.
Not off the top of your head.
No, no.
Okay.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday. Yes,
That always gets his attention. Happy
it
birthday.
does.
Right.
Anything with a theme music or anything like that, it always gets his attention.
His attention, right?
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
Kids tend to remember birthdays, even though they really don't. I think what is the earliest that you remember as a child? Do you remember anything from when you were 3?
No.
Not 3?
I might remember something, but I couldn't tell you what age I was.
Okay. How
You
about
know,
anything from 5?
I don't. Like I said, I could probably. I know that things occurred when I was younger. I just don't know how old I was. Like I
Okay.
remember. I remember backing up Pop Daddy's truck when he was doing the he told me to sit in the car, well the truck, and I decided that I was gonna back it up, and that's what I did, and little stuff like that. But I don't know how old I was. I don't remember. I just remember that happening.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, you was young. You
yeah,
were less than
so
10 for sure.
yeah, I know I was younger than 10, but I couldn't pinpoint an exact age. No,
Yeah.
no.
Right, right. Well, we have a lot to dive into today.
Yes.
Um, we definitely want to talk to you about your journey and things that you've been dealing with for the last few weeks to
Mm-hmm.
get some testimony,
Mm-hmm.
which I feel is so enlightening. Um, and it's a message that I'm sure someone can take away from this to help them on their journey. Uh,
Absolutely.
yes, we're also going to talk about ways in which you could be able to purchase some foods for your family that
Mm-hmm.
may save you some money overall. So we want to
Absolutely.
tune in for that as well. But one of the things I think we want to dive in right now with, have you heard about the $2,000 relief? Have you heard of the
Yes, I seen.
$2,000 relief from the
I seen.
president?
I seen the article. I didn't read the whole thing. I just think it's a ploy. I think it's a way to try to get votes, and I think it'll be once you get the vote, nobody's going to hear about it anymore,
So you
unless
don't,
push come to shove. I mean, but here's the thing: they did the stimulus check, and they called them the Trump checks, whatever.
yeah,
And a lot of people voted based
because
off of that.
yeah, that's true.
So I would I put it past them to actually go through with it and supply $2,000? No, because that's a drop in the bucket for them. Even though it sounds really quick, I mean, it sounds like a very large. I mean, it's a very large amount, but it's a drop in the bucket
Would
compared to
that
all the
change some
vote.
of the voters' mind? Do you think that it changed
Yes,
their
because
mind?
people are bamboo. People will sell their souls for $2,
Ooh,
2,000. I mean, what was the stimulus? The stimulus was with $1,200,
1,200,
and
six
then six
hundred,
hundred.
and then
Yeah, but
1,800.
yes,
So it's three different stimulus checks.
yeah, and but they still was like, I'm voting for Trump because of the checks,
They
and
thought they
thought
was
they
going
was
to get
going
them
to get more.
checks.
Yeah, so I would not, I wouldn't put it past them if they're not using this as a strategy to try to get more voters because of everything that's going on. They know
Yeah,
that what they're doing is a big hit to not just Democrats, it's Republicans as well. People that
yeah,
voted for him. I seen a video that said make sure that when you're in the food pantry line, you have your Trump hat on, since this is this is what you voted for. And it's sad because people
yeah. I heard
voted,
that too.
and I don't want to laugh at people that voted for Trump and they're in
Oh,
that
definitely not.
situation. But what I'm saying is that they get your vote, and for us as African Americans, and I feel as though as Democrats, we've always known that the switcheroo. But I think this
Yeah.
is the first time
Bait
that
and
they
switch.
felt it.
You mean
Like
the
the
bait and switch?
politics. Yeah, like the bait and switch. Like we've always dealt with that with our politicians. Not to say that they haven't, but I don't think they felt it on this scale.
Yeah.
Other side. So this is new for them. For us, it's kind of just like, well, we never felt the snap being snatched and all of that. I get that,
No,
but
this is something new.
I'm saying as far as being bamboozled, by politicians.
Yeah.
So that's just I think it's a ploy. I think it's a way to get your vote. And am I going to cash the check if he send it? Yes, I will. And I
I
will
don't know
definitely go
nobody
ahead.
that be like,
Yes,
no, I'm not taking this check. You
no, I'm definitely going to cash
I
it.
don't know nobody gonna do that.
No, because whenever they do that, it's always going to be something along the line that they're going to get their money back.
Yeah.
So
Yes, it's but you know what he said is coming from the tariffs. And it was billions of dollars that was collected from the tariffs.
I bet.
So, and people are saying, "Where's the money? Where
Yeah.
is the money?" The politicians are saying, "Where is the money?" The
Yes.
senators are saying, "Where's the money?" House of Representative, they're saying, "Where's the money?" And I'm saying, if they don't know where the money is,
They
you
don't
know,
know
we
where
in
it's at.
trouble.
Exactly.
We
I know.
are in trouble if
Um,
they don't know.
Thank you for joining, Miss Linda.
For
Hey, cousin
joining,
Pam. Good
thanks so much
evening.
for
Good evening.
joining.
Good evening. Good
Thanks so much
evening.
for joining, Pam. Thanks so much for joining, all family and friends, good people. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Please comment, suggest. We would appreciate any comments. We're here to learn and to learn from each other, because
Yes.
there may be something you may say that may change each other's minds from the way in which they may be thinking right now. But
Absolutely.
yeah, this rent remains the same. But he's been talking about it a lot, the $2,000, and of course, uh, we hope he don't say only the Republicans is going to get the 2,000.
I don't think he would do that, because then he'll lose out on the votes that he needs. Because I just think that things are going to be flipped, because people are mad about the SNAP program. People are
Ooh,
upset. They're hurt to even think that this is a thing, and it's affecting everybody. And miss
everybody.
miss Pat, the comedian, she was on the Breakfast Club, and she was just talking about, people are like, well, what are you mad for? You don't need SNAP. She said, I'm only 10 years apart, removed from SNAP. I used to
Right.
get SNAP. And she said, even though I am blessed and I don't have to, I'm not collecting SNAP, but everybody, that my family that I'm talking to on the phone, they're affected. Like,
Sure.
people are affected. It's not just like, well, I'm rich, I don't have anything to do with it. Somebody that's affected.
Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You know somebody that's affected, or
Yeah.
know somebody that knows somebody. That's absolutely the truth. And our phones have been ringing because now they're saying that those individuals, the recipients that have been receiving SNAP for the month of November,
Hmm.
that they may be snatching it back. So, I mean, I'm like, look, I'm putting it out there. If you got any money on your SNAP card, go get your food.
Yeah,
Okay.
please do.
Go
Don't
get your
leave nothing
food.
on there for them, because they may take it away.
Yeah, because I know some of my seniors that we advocate for, they were calling because they had saved some of their benefits from October
Hmm.
when the shutdown happened, and they
Hmm.
was talking about the SNAP benefits being discontinued. So they
Hmm.
figured they would save some for November, and when November came, they couldn't even use the ones that they had saved. They were all gone. The system was shut down. You couldn't even use the system.
Yeah, you can use the card. So,
You couldn't even use the card.
yep.
Exactly. So we don't even know what to expect now when they're saying that the states who have dispersed SNAP benefits, that there's a possibility that they're asking them to withdraw some of the money back. Oh, really? Oh my goodness. I never heard anything of a sort. And some of my veterans who have been getting their medical bills paid, a portion of their what do you call it,
Assistance, utilities.
no, not the assistance, is where you pay a portion. My mind just went blank. Where you pay a portion of your insurance copay,
Oh, the copay. Okay.
copay on the prescriptions. Some of them have skyrocketed where they can't even hardly afford it. So if this continues, this is going to be crazy. And this is for the veterans. Some of the veterans are, so it's not just one particular category. This is all across the board. The only ones that I feel that are not being selectively targeted are the ones who are billionaires and millionaires. They are not the ones being targeted. So that, shows you where we are. So I don't know what we've been hearing for years, even during our accounting firm, doing the forums that we have, the meetings that we have, the conventions that we have, that they was trying to change it from poor to rich and taking out the middle class. So are we moving toward that era? There's a possibility. Could the Democrats stop it? Could the Republicans uh, come to a compromise so that the American people are not suffering the way that they are? Anything's possible.
Yeah.
Anything is possible. Linda said James Brown.
Justice.
Oh, justice.
Yeah. Mess
Oh,
things
I,
up.
well, I
See,
got my
that's what
glasses on.
that's what I want us not to lead with. Ketanji Brown messed things up. It ain't just, what I'm saying? Like, that's why they put her in the front to tell
That was
people,
strange.
so she would be blamed.
Yep. That was all a setup, I believe. That's just my opinion. I don't know. Somebody had to make the announcement, so I guess it was her turn. Maybe they had a spin of the coin of
Yeah.
who was going to make
I,
the
I bet the black
announcement,
person,
and it
it was
just
either
happened to
going
be her.
it was going to be her or Clarence, and Clarence is already never mind. They was going to pick her, okay? We already know what side of the fence he on. So they wanted to show the black. This is my opinion. Show the black people she on our side. She ain't on y'all side.
Ooh, child. It's a shame that it can't even be an American side. That we have to have this division. Now Linda is saying that she messed things up for real. Really? Sheesh. Boy, I tell you, all this just happened recently, so we're still learning, and I just think it's just horrifying of what we're facing right now. Can it turn around? Of course, it could turn around. I mean, you know what I mean? It could turn around. Sure, it can. But I'm telling those who have any money on your SNAP benefits,
yes, please
go out
as soon as possible.
Immediately and spend that money. Because if you save it and you go and try to use it, it may not be there. Okay? It may not be there. Now, one of the things I wanted to talk about is the schools, the silent halls, why schools are shutting down across America. This is crazy. Right here in our own neighborhood, we have schools that are possibly, shutting down. I want to show a video. I want to show a short video real quick. Just hold tight. Let me get the video. And this is going to, I guess it's basically a part of their budget. They're not receiving their budget. And this is causing the schools maybe shutting down. Stay tuned.
Locked in on a budget back and forth, and now dominoes are beginning to fall. An entire Bucks County school district has announced plans to shut down unless the state budget isn't passed in the next 90 days. This is the 10 o'clock news. I'm Jason Martinez.
I'm Sheba Russell. The superintendent of the Morrisville School District says they rely on that funding and can't go on for much longer without it. It has been more than 4 months now since lawmakers missed that budget deadline, and it comes as the government shutdown reaches its 34th day with an agreement on federal funding at an impasse. Our Chris O'Connell has more now from Morrisville.
Morrisville parents got the letter today that absolutely shocked them. It told them without a state budget passed in Harrisburg, their school district simply doesn't have the money to stay open past January. Parents got the news in a Monday afternoon letter from the school superintendent. The budget fight in Harrisburg is about to impact the small Morrisville school district.
A district that cannot continue to sustain itself and its operations without the state subsidies coming in.
It means with no deal, the district is planning to temporarily close its 3 schools to its 850 students. No in-person or virtual learning, sports, or buses.
Oh my God, this is awful.
Morrisville residents say they can't believe it's come to this. They wonder what students will do if schools close.
We pay taxes. I have a home here in Morrisville, and I pay my taxes, my escrow.
The district says it wanted to give as much time as possible to students, parents, and faculty to make plans in the event the budget impasse continues for another 4 months or more.
The idea that our lawmakers would allow something like this to occur is very frustrating. They're aware of the 500 districts across the Commonwealth. They're aware of the districts that struggle. They're aware of the districts that have limited resources.
The superintendent will meet with students themselves as young as 3rd grade to discuss the news in a way they can understand. But he does have a pointed message for lawmakers.
I was out in Harrisburg last Thursday, and I spoke at the Capitol building, and my message remains the same to our legislators: do your job.
Now, Morrisville's not the only school district being impacted. The William Penn School District in Delaware County says it too will run out of money in January. However, it hasn't said if schools there will close. In Morrisville, Chris O'Connell, Fox 29 News.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it's very unfortunate. It's not, it's making the news, but not making headlines like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not saying, look at what else that is, they're talking about the employees that are for low for how do you say it? For load. Yes.
Yeah.
We're talking about the air traffic control. We're talking about all these things, but we're not talking about the schools closing.
Yeah.
That's not being lumped, and that needs to be lumped into that because that's directly affecting our kids.
Yeah, totally.
And
Totally.
that's very unfortunate. I know that he wants to also, he wants to cut pre-K out of
Yes.
the equation, and also the early start program. That's what a lot of the school districts call it,
Sure.
and also assistance for children that have special needs.
Sure. Yep. Yep.
And
That's on
that's,
the board
I
too.
mean, it's just like he wants to what, I don't know. It's kind of
So
like, I won't say it's COVID all over again, but it's kind of like you're trying to disproportionate, get rid of, because I think COVID was a plan, but that we ain't gonna go back and forth with it. Like, I'm not gonna go into that. I just feel
very
like
questionable. Very
I feel like
questionable.
it got out of hand. I feel like it was supposed to get rid of a certain population, and then it went rampant. It
Right.
got
And
out
it
of hand.
backfired. It backfired.
It
It's
did.
still backfired because now they have to pay.
Yeah, they do. And I just feel like with this school thing, that's very serious. Everybody don't have a support system. Everybody don't have somebody that they can call and be like, hey girl, can I use your address for a different school system or
Right.
whatever?
But even you can't even do that. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Because that's illegal.
that's
It's
illegal. But
illegal.
people, I mean, what are you gonna do? People got to go to work. I
Right. And
gotta
also,
go to
what are
work.
you supposed to do if the school is shut down in the
Yeah.
district? What are the kids supposed to do? You know what I mean? I mean, you're forcing the parents to, they have
With
to
their
be able to
job.
survive. They can't quit their job because that's their livelihood.
But how are you ain't got no day, ain't no day. I mean, what you gonna do? Pay for daycare for a 12-year-old, a 10, like these are high, because I
Who
seen
wants babysit a 10? I mean, right, exactly. That don't even make sense.
no, but
They need to just
it's sad. It's
cut
very
the money, cut the check, and stop BSing the people. They paying their property taxes, not just the property taxes. You got people, senior citizens, and older people children are no longer at home. They
and
don't
they
have no
so
kids at
sad.
home, and they still paying school taxes.
Yeah,
So what about all that money?
yeah.
What are you doing? And what about the lottery in Pennsylvania? All them billions. Listen, I was just looking recently at the New Jersey lottery. It
Mm-hmm.
looks like the money is going down, down, down. Previously, if it was $1 million, they would take away, say, 200,000. Then it went to 300,000. Now they're taking half. It's like, what the? After a while,
Yeah.
you're only going, even though you're only paying $1 or $2 to play, or $2
Yeah.
not to play, but still, it seems as though they're taking more and more and more as time passes, but we're not seeing where the money is going.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like I like to look at the bigger picture. I feel like, and this is not me just like preaching, I guess you would say. I feel like it brings you to a point where we have to depend on each other, right? And it's
Absolutely.
also showing and revealing things that, yes, the government is shut down, but states, all this money that you're collecting, what are you doing? And what's going on? Why is this
Checks
school
and
being
balances.
closed? This should not be a thing.
No.
Yes, you get the federal funding, but you don't have funds on reserve. The stuff that you get, the stuff that we pay for, all of the things, you don't have money that can at least keep that open to the next school year. You're not even giving to the next school year. January, that's
Then
that's
that's
in the
mid,
middle.
right. That's
So
that's
it's not over
embarrassing.
for September. So what, for I think for PA is like June or
They get
what,
out
like
in June, I
July.
believe, too.
Okay, yeah. But it's sad. It's really sad. Ms. Linda said Trump planned on eliminating the Department of Education. Well, he doesn't necessarily have a great educational background, so I'm not surprised with that at all.
Sad.
I'm not surprised at
I
all.
mean, he did go to college, but I understand what you're saying. Well, I mean,
That's what, did anybody see him go?
don't beat me up. You know what I mean.
Did anybody see him go, or do we just have a degree in paperwork?
I think he went. I'm just saying. I mean,
Okay.
hey Scoop, how you doing, Scoop?
Hey, cousin, how are you?
Yes, how are you doing, cuz? How are you doing?
Yes.
Yes, yes. It is serious, Linda. This is serious.
Yes, it is very, very serious. Everything that is going on is beyond me.
It is. It is.
Um,
It absolutely is. You're
Hey,
so
Miss
right.
Rita. I'm about to say
Hey,
good
Rita.
morning.
How are you,
Good
Rita? Thanks for
evening.
tuning in, Rita. Yes, yes. Trump plan on eliminating Department of Education. Yep, that's so true.
Mhm.
It's like, why though? But listen,
Because there's more
now,
money in his pocket.
huh?
The funding that would go to education, he is trying to funnel. This is just my. I mean, why else would you want to take away? What's the purpose? What is it going to do for you to take away the education portion of the work? Like, I don't. The structure, the order.
Right.
Then it's ordered to schools. You can't you can't buy your way into school. That's illegal now. I mean, before people was greasing each other's
Spending
hands
millions
and,
getting
and,
their
and
kids
buy,
into the
buying a library for the
schools.
school and having now you can go with no. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Being that we're talking about education, I mean, he'd have been talking about student loan forgiveness being back. So, that might be a good thing for some people who you have been waiting to get that $100,000 debt removed or forgiven, that $50,000 debt removed or forgiven. I mean, it's still conversation. It's on the table. I haven't heard anybody say that they've had it happen since he's been in office, but it's still early yet. We're in the month of November, so we still have to give it time. We still have a little more than 3 years left. So there's a possibility that there still may be some forgiveness coming down the pipe.
Hey, cousin Mike. He said, "What's going on, cousin?"
I'm not knocking Trump back completely. Even though his back is toe up to the flow up, I get it.
I'm just being realistic. Anything that I don't think he does anything that's not calculated. So if it does come, do know what you're dealing with. That's all. As Linda said, does it matter? Billions are off the table for federal education.
Yeah. Hey, dude, what's up, cuz? How you doing, cuz? Good to see you. Good to see you typing. Good to see you typing. Yeah, I know, but I mean, just to hear the talk or the conversation about the forgiveness part, it gives you hope. But with everyone needing food, I just hope you don't start messing with people's utilities. Because I mean, for those of you who have not signed up for your utilities to get your utilities, get help with your utilities, it's still available. It is still available. And if you need that information, let us know. We would definitely share that information with you. It is still opened. It opened since October. So yes, we're going to shift gears. I want to find out from you. And I know that this might sound a little, well, no, let me talk about this first because this is a little scary because we've been having this happen a little too often. Neighborhood visitors, why black bears are showing up more often? Are bears showing up in your neighborhood? I mean, what's going on?
I ain't seen no bear. I've seen deers like in people's backyard. Well, not here, but when I was in Willenboro, I would see deers like just walking in the back of your yard, just cat. You have to think about it. We are invading their home.
Yeah.
Houses are getting built everywhere. There's no place for them to go. So where else do you think they're going?
Yeah, that's true.
You're tearing down all the, everywhere that they would live, where they would habitate, where they would hibernate. You're tearing it all down. So I don't know why you're upset that they're on your lawn furniture. Yeah. Where else were they supposed to go?
Listen, recently, this happened a few weeks ago, and I meant to talk about it previously, but we had other topics that came up. But they were in, I think it was Dollar General.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Can you, let me just show you the clip.
We want to show you a wild encounter inside a Dollar General in New Jersey.
Yeah, a bear was seen roaming the aisles. One man pulled out his cell phone, all caught on camera. The animal did have to be euthanized after officials claimed it bit a woman in the leg. Ooh, News 4's Adam Harding has a story.
What's up, buddy? You are one big nasty Come on, come with me. Come on.
It's the video everyone in Vernon's talking about.
You got a back door here somewhere? Come on. Come on, this way. Come on.
Local real estate agent Sean Clarkin had just stopped by this Dollar General store for cleaning supplies Tuesday.
This is not good.
No.
When he came face to face with a black bear roaming the aisles.
I was just thinking about getting the bear out of the store. I have no idea where your back door is. He's going through the front of the store. Clear the front of the store.
So he grabbed his phone and began recording as he directed the bear away from any shoppers.
I was screaming from inside to clear the front, clear the front, clear the front.
I mean, we're in Bear County, you know.
Christine Flores works next door.
Clear the front of the store.
She heard the yelling and ran over.
And there was one woman that was still in the aisle and looked like she was still shopping. And I had said, you know, there's a bear in here. She goes, yeah, I know, he swiped at me. And I'm like thinking, like, why are you still shopping?
Come on. Freedom, buddy, freedom. Go, rock and roll. I just walked the bear out. When I got out, the bear looked around, saw people, and decided he wanted to go back into the store. I then grabbed one of those yellow shopping carts. I put it in front of myself, and I bumped the bear to try to get them not, and the bear resisted a little bit.
Police say a 90-year-old woman suffered minor injuries and was taken to the hospital. The state's DEP says officers first spotted the bear hours earlier, weaving in and out of traffic along Route 94. They say it was behaving erratically. Township police first used rubber bullets to scare it away, but when they caught up with him outside the store, the bear was put down and is now being tested for rabies.
My heart just sank. I got tears in my eyes. I'm tearing up now thinking about it.
You're going to have bears on your property. You have to take good care of your garbage.
Clarkin says he sees bears up this way all the time, but never quite like this. He says it's on us to adapt to wildlife.
This is their territory, okay?
In Sussex County, I'm Adam Harding, News 4, New York.
Go, go, go.
There you have it.
Well, yeah, this is their environment that we're tearing down. You think they're not gonna come back to what's familiar? I was trying to see what aisle he was down. I seen some soap. I was trying to see if he was down the full aisle looking for some food. I seen some dish
Probably
soap.
was definitely looking for some food.
Yeah.
He probably was definitely looking for some food. But I mean, I don't know. I would be like going into a store and seeing a bear coming down the aisle. Lord.
And the lady was still shopping, talking about something. He just swiped at me, but still. So whatever she had to get must have been very, very, very important.
I don't even know. That's a crazy. But I'm gonna tell you, the man who walked that bear or assisting that bear out of that store, he is so brave.
Yeah,
he
very
is
much so.
Because the average person would
I'm
not.
out.
And
No,
it seemed
I'm
like
out.
he was pretty close to the bear, unless he had his camera zoomed.
Unless he was zooming. But you can
You
even
know?
see he got close to the bear when he had the cart. You know, was
Right.
he was doing it with the cart. So
now the bear has been, Atlantic County, Burlington County, Sussex County. I don't know no county that people may not have sighted a bear. So, just make sure when you go in these stores, you're looking down the aisle before you go.
Yeah.
You go down these aisles because anything could be staring at you. I know me, I'm out. I don't care what's in my cart. I'm out. I'm not even gonna. It ain't even gonna be a conversation. Okay, we out.
Miss Linda said, "Oh, Scoop said I need it because I think she's referring to the utility."
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
So
I'll definitely share that information.
Okay, and Miss Linda said,
they did.
They unalived the bear. Dude said, I seen 3 big black bears in Walmart. They got their SNAP benefits turned back on and went to Walmart. One had on a bonnet. One had on a bonnet. The other 2 had lace fronts on. I'm not messing with you, dude. I'm not.
See, let me just say this. My little cousin, dude, Mike on the mic, he's a comedian. So, he... we gonna say... Oh my God, Mike, you're so funny. Stay tuned for Mike on the mic. Mike on the mic is on the move. He's on the move. Now, one of the things I wanted to share with you, I didn't know whether you ever heard this before. Let me just get to this one. Oh, before we go this, I wanted to ask you about Neutrogena, beauty or danger, the FDA recall on Neutrogena products. What do you need to know? Did you hear about this?
No, I didn't. I don't use Neutrogena, so.
Oh, you didn't hear about the Neutrogena?
But no, I didn't hear about it. No. Mm-mm.
Okay. Did any of our co-hosts, did you hear about the Neutrogena being on recall? It's really a makeup remover. A lot of women and some men use it too. So let
Yeah.
me just share this with you.
We have an important recall to tell you about involving a popular makeup remover wipes. Neutrogena is recalling them due to possible bacterial contamination. Take a look at your screen. Right now, according to the FDA, these wipes tested positive for bacteria resistant to preservatives commonly found in beauty products. The FDA says people with weakened immune systems could be at increased risk of the infection. If you have these in your pantries, ladies, please get rid of them immediately.
Immediately.
Wow. Yeah. Now that's a
See,
very popular item.
right, but they always tell you to get rid of them immediately. But I say take it back to the store and get your money back. You
Yeah.
know, especially if you know where you made the
Got it from.
purchase,
Yeah.
instead of don't nobody got time to be doing that.
Wasting money.
You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't know whether you heard about Donald Trump granted a pardon for the New York baseball legend and 3 times World Series champion Dow Strawberry.
No, I didn't hear about that.
Yes, yes, yes. I won't make this statement. I'll save this statement for later.
Okay.
Save this statement for later. One of the things I wanted to talk about is I don't know whether you heard about the guy who was on social media. He made a joke that backfired when laughter turns into a lesson. What he did was he went on social media and he got, I don't know, hundreds of thousands of views. He made an announcement that anyone who has the EBT SNAP card can go to Red Lobster and receive free seafood boil. Well, let me tell you, the phones was ringing. People were coming in and out of Red Lobster by the droves because people, when they hear something like that on social media, people just run. They don't.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't do the research. They go running.
Yeah.
And long and behold, it wasn't true. And he ended up getting fired.
Why would you do that if you work there? Not to say you should be lying anyway on the internet, but I have seen so many people put out false things knowing that it's false. I forgot we had talked about it on one of the episodes where somebody put out something false on purpose just to see how much traction it would get. Then he came out and said it wasn't true. I was
Yeah,
gonna
they
see
do that quite
how
a
many.
bit.
Yeah, so I mean, sir, why would you do that at the place that you work at? Like, you should have said Red Robins or somebody else. You shouldn't have said anything because that's playing with people's emotions. People
Sure.
are hungry. You don't mess around with people like that. But why would you do your actual employer? I just find that very not smart at all.
Yeah,
Not
that
smart.
was definitely not funny. Not funny. I do want to share this with you. Is when two become one, the science and myth of twins in the womb. I don't know whether you've heard of this before, but I want to share a few. I want to share this story because it's very interesting, to say the least. I found it to be interesting. You might find it to be interesting as well. I want to first show you the excuse me. I want to first show you the video of the gentleman, if I can find it. Oh my God, where did it go? I'm sorry about this. It's going to pop up for me. I know it is. While I'm waiting to pop up the video, I don't know whether you heard that Nancy Pelosi and neither McConnell will be retiring in 2026. So they
They're
will
not
not
going to
be running
retire.
for re-election.
You said they are going to retire.
They are retiring, yes.
Oh, okay.
And
They're probably over this. They like, listen, I'm too old. And McConnell definitely, okay, he definitely it's his time.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
definitely his time. He didn't put in
Yeah.
he put in his work. It's time for you to sit down now.
Go on,
Okay.
sit down, take your rest,
take your
relax,
time.
and enjoy your life.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, I have the clip. Stay tuned.
Where a woman is saying the father of her 3 kids thought that she was cheating on her. So he went behind her back and went and took his kids to go get a DNA test, and come to find out, all 3 of the kids that she had by him wasn't his. But that's not even the crazy part. The crazy part is that all of the kids that she had was his brothers. So apparently this guy and this girl was together for a little while. He thought that she was cheating on him. Continuously, he telling her, yo, listen, I think you cheating on me. I think you cheating on me. And she telling him, nah, I'm not cheating on you. I would never do no shit like that. Needless to say, he went and got that DNA test. It didn't tell him exactly who it was at that time. But when he got the DNA test, he left, packed his bags, and got out the crib. Her knowing that she ain't never cheated on him before was like, yo, listen, I never cheated on you. She's doing her homework now. His moms was even coming at her sideways and everything. Now, in the midst of all of this shit, he goes by his moms. His moms tells him that before, he used to be a twin. But get this crazy shit right here. His twin brother was never born. So basically, homegirl takes the kids back, does the DNA, comes to find out the DNA matches his DNA, but it's not his kid. It's his brother kid. And guess how? When he was in his mother's womb, he ate his brother. And that shit is crazy. So basically, the doctors is telling him, crazy ass video.
Okay, so
I heard that before.
You heard of it before? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
It's called vanishing twin syndrome. So you heard of it before?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's interesting. It's interesting
because I've heard of it with it was triplets and it ended up just coming out as twins.
Right. The triplets came out as one?
No, the triplets came out as twins. So other 2 babies, yeah.
So they both made one or the other or both.
Yeah.
Absorbed the one.
The other one. Yep.
Yeah. Let me just show you this. I want to share this with you.
Health matters, and twins are rare. The CDC says about 32 of every 1,000 births involve twins. One Shreveport mother was carrying twins, only to experience another rare phenomenon.
That's right. The result of it and the birth of her baby had people from all over the world reaching out.
Underneath little Palin Givens' onesie lies quite a story.
I found out I was pregnant around 5 weeks, and I started my prenatal care around 7 weeks.
His mother, Kiss Givens, tells it. It's a story she could have never imagined.
When I went in for that visit, we saw 2 fetuses, and both had heartbeats.
At the 9-week mark of her pregnancy, Kiss learned one fetus was growing larger than the other. It became a possibility one of the twins might not make it.
I went back around 13 weeks, and the second fetus didn't have a heartbeat.
She grieved, but she knew she still had to do everything in her power to ensure the surviving twin would remain healthy. She was told by doctors at Ochsner LSU Health she would pass the other fetus at birth or she would absorb it. Ultrasounds later confirmed it was absorbed.
It was gone, it had vanished.
Doctors call the phenomenon vanishing twin syndrome.
Vanishing twin syndrome is where someone starts off with a twin pregnancy or even a larger multiple pregnancy, and it reduces down to a single pregnancy. We may see anywhere from about 3 to 4 a year.
Dr. Betcher helped oversee Kiss's pregnancy.
Kiss was in great shape, and emotionally and spiritually she was in a great position too. She was initially, of course, disappointed, but moved on to be excited as we progressed on throughout the pregnancy.
Fast forward to delivery day, the day some questions were answered and others arose.
When we were in the recovery room, his nurse came in and we were looking over him and we saw his birthmark, and it was the resemblance of his fetus that had passed, and she was like, maybe he absorbed it.
This is the last ultrasound taken of Palin's twin.
Wow.
This is the birthmark he carries on his left knee.
That caught my attention.
After she posted photos announcing Palin's birth on social media, it caught the attention of plenty.
Ended up sharing the news with my Facebook friends, and it went viral.
It had people from around the world reaching out.
I got tons of inboxes from other people that had went through the same thing. And it kind of touched me because I felt like I wasn't alone.
Palin's story is unique because one day he'll outgrow his onesie, but he'll never outgrow the reminder of his sibling, which he carries on his knee. But while he's still little, Kiss feels she's still holding both.
I do, because he's like 2 babies in one anyway. Like I wouldn't say he's giving me the hardest time out of all of my kids, but he is a handful. I mean, I'm just happy to have him.
He's such a handsome little man.
Yes.
Vanishing twin syndrome can leave the surviving fetus with an increased risk of cerebral palsy and gestational diabetes.
Well, the good news, Palin has neither. He's 100% healthy and he weighed over 6 pounds at birth. God bless them all.
Yeah, cute little fellow. Okay.
Wow. And for him to have the birthmark, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yep. Amazing.
Wow, that's remarkable.
Vanishing twin syndrome
Mm-hmm.
is something that does happen.
It does.
And it just allows you to know that it's something you would never think of. And a lot of people haven't heard of it before.
Mhm.
And people are just hearing about it for the first time. I figured this would be a great way to share.
Yeah.
I don't know whether any of our viewers have ever heard of such a thing. But it's very, very interesting that something like this could happen.
Absolutely. Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely is.
Right now, we're going to shift gears a bit. And I want to talk to you a little bit, Plum.
Okay.
I want to talk to you about your ordeal and things you've gone through the last few months.
Mm-hmm.
And I must say that in God's hand, Shakira's journey through cancer, faith, and healing. One of the things for me, I think, is the mindset,
Mm-hmm.
the faith,
Mm-hmm.
and the journey.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for you, let's talk about when this all came about, far as the thyroids and what made you. What happened? When was your first reaction with the thyroid?
So I want to say about 2 years ago is when I was told that I had hyperthyroidism. Then it transitioned or relayed over to Graves' disease from my symptoms. So then they told me that I had a nodule on my right thyroid. So, I'm doing my research. I'm trying to, that's when I was really, and I need to get back to it because consistency is everything. But I was really big into juicing. I know inflammation is the root of all root of all evil for a lot of health reasons. So, very, very much juicing all the time. I wish that Produce Junction had a membership, okay? Because we was in there buying stuff by the boatload. I need to get back on it. But I did see a decrease in my symptoms. Like my headaches started not being so as frequent, aches and pains and little things like that. But then, okay, I always relate. And when I talk to people, I have 2 toddlers. Okay, we got 2 toddlers over here. So I can never tell if I'm tired because I'm fatigued because of this for my illness, or I'm just tired because I'm, got 2 kids.
Your mother, yeah.
Yeah. So I try not to I keep it moving, I keep it pushing, so on and so forth. So once they told me that I had the nodule, I started doing more juicing. My labs were good. They put me on medicine, the lowest dosage, because she said that my labs were relatively good. She just said she wants to keep them regulated. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm on the lowest dosage. And now this is how God works, right? In my opinion. So I'm doing all the things I'm supposed to do at first. Then I gotta slide back a little bit. I'm not juicing as much. I'm not paying attention to what I'm eating, but I'm feeling like I'm good. I'm good. So then that next visit, she's, I'm thinking they're going to take me off the medicine because I went and got my lab work done. My labs was good. So I was like, oh, I'm confident. I'm going in there. Because last time I seen her, she said, if your numbers stay good, we can take you off the medicine and see how your body reacts. I'm like, so I'm getting in there and I'm like, I'm ready for her to tell me. I had got a ultrasound of my thyroid to see if the nodule grew or whatever. When I got up there, that lady told me it doubled in size. I said, excuse me, it doubled? She said, yeah, and it had not even been a year. It had not even been a year, and it doubled in size.
And now, it was rapid.
It was, it was very rapid. So they did a biopsy. Previously, they did a biopsy when they first seen it. It was benign. They did it again. I think they did it 2 more times. Benign. But because it was growing so fast, I end up getting she referred me to a surgeon, And I will give credit where credit is due. When I first was told about the nodule and I told my husband, he said, get it out your neck. Get it out. Whatever it is, get it out. Just get it removed. And I'm just like, I'm tired of getting cut on, because this would be my fourth surgery. So I'm just like, I'm tired of getting cut on. So he was the first one that said it. But I just, when it was coming back benign, I'm like, well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. As long as I had to stay away from iodine and different things. Like
you love shrimp and lobster.
I love shrimp. Yes, I love lobster. I love shrimp. And then I used to do sea moss. Sea moss have iodine in it. Couldn't do that no more. So I was just like, okay, let me go see the surgeon and see what she says. She was so nice. She was not pushy. She answered all my questions. I put my husband on the phone so he can communicate with her too. And I prayed on it. And she said, listen, we're going to do whatever you want to do. If you want to get it removed, we'll remove it. If you want the whole thing out, we'll take out the whole thing, partial. If you don't want to do it at all, we're going to follow your lead. I prayed on it. I prayed on it and prayed on it. And I was led to, when I was in the office, and I was just going through my thoughts and going through my prayers, I told her I gave her the green light to make me schedule me appointment. I don't, just schedule me appointment. And when you call me, I'll let you know if I want to do it or not. I didn't want it to push it further, and wait. So they ended up calling me, telling me it was going to be done on October 7th, which is, I call her my sister, my little cousin, Tiana. It's her birthday. I'm all about alignments, and I always ask God for signs. I always ask him for reassurance.
Right.
And with dates and different things that come up my way, I pay attention. So I was like, okay, all right, October 7th. Okay, I'm with it.
Confirmation.
Because
Tiana is good. So that's a good spirit.
Absolutely. So I went, and everything went great. We had fun in the hospital. We was laughing. We was joking. They did my surgery. Everything was good. I will say that when I got there, my blood pressure was elevated a little bit, but it might have been my nerves. And then after the surgery, it kind of like stayed a little elevated. So I had to monitor it. I did end up going to the emergency room just because it was a little high. So I don't have high blood pressure on the regular. So I was just like, this is scary. Let me make sure. Because if anybody know anything about thyroids, there's a thing after you have surgery called thyroid storm. And that could be detrimental. So I was like, then that's one of the signs is like, your blood pressure and stuff like that. So, but after everything cleared, my blood pressure, is back to normal. I was still waiting for them to give me the results of them sending out my, the thyroid that they removed for testing. So I had went to my follow-up and everything. They still hadn't got it. So they got it. What was it? A week ago?
But before that, because your mom, it's always been the type of person who, if doctor tells me something, I'm going to go and run around and
2, 3, 5, and I'm not like that.
It's just, yeah. Me and her talked. She called me. She's like, Mom, such and such and such. And I said, well, you need a second or third opinion. And
she said, surgery. You don't need no surgery. You got to call that doctor. You got to.
No, I said, you need to get another opinion to make sure.
Yes.
And I did not. No.
Because the difference between me and my mom is, I won't say the difference. What I rely on my faith, of course, above all things. But I'm a vibe person. If I go into a doctor's office and I don't feel comfortable, if I feel like you're rushing me out the office, if you're not answering my questions, you're not taking what I'm saying serious, you're not going to be my doctor no more. That's it. I'm done. I don't need to see you no more. Won't be no next appointment. You will not be doing my follow-up. Mm-hmm. So for me, I've always been selective on who, I let care over me type of thing. So for me, I'm just like, she had children. The surgeon had children. She does like 5 of them a day. Okay. Of the same surgery. So I know she has experience. So I felt, in myself that I was very, very comfortable, but my mom was not. She was just like, and then it was October the 7th. She was like, that's so fast. And that's so quick. And I was like, I got it. Yes. And I prayed on it. And this is what, now I kept praying on it. And until the day to make sure that I wasn't going, change my mind. And I was good with my decision. But it had took a little minute for them to get the results of what they sent out. So when the lady called me, I had missed her call because I was doing something. But when I called her back, I had to wait. You know how that goes. When you call the doctor back, you got to wait for them to call you back because it's not the actual doctor you're talking to, whatever. So she calls me back and she says that the thyroid that they removed had cancer. She said that the nodule, but it was all contained in that nodule. It didn't spread. It didn't go anywhere. It didn't do anything. So, oh my, I don't want you to praise the Lord. But it's one of them things that I really just was like in shock. That's it. And mind you, I did so many testing. I did the biopsy like 3 times. And when I asked her, when I was doing my research after the fact of her telling me, they said a lot of times with thyroid cancer, it doesn't always show up, because one area may be benign and the other area may have, cancer. So by the grace of God, I was obedient. And I am doing very good. My healing process is doing very good. I have a follow-up in March. They said they're going to stay monitoring me and everything like that to make sure that my left side is still good and everything. But she said that it did not show any signs of spreading, that it was all contained in the nodule. And the nodule, I believe, was like 4 centimeters. So it's relatively big to them. So, but I'm grateful. I'm thankful. And it's kind of like I was walking around in that state and didn't know it. Had no idea. And I did all the things, right? I got all the testing done. I, followed up. I did, but you have to make sure that you're relying on God above all things. God is the ultimate healer. God is the last say. Yes, I want you to listen to your doctors. Yes, I want you to do what you're supposed to do, but know that he has the last say. And who would have thought that I was walking around, doing things, and all of that stuff was going on in my body. Had no clue. And I'm just thankful that he's done it again. I always say he did it again. He did it again, and I'm grateful. I mean, that's to sum it all up. I'm very grateful for my life. It just gives me another reason to keep pushing forward and knowing that I am doing the work. Because I want to say, what it's been like it's been more than a couple months. It's been since like spring break. I started doing my lives on TikTok talking about God and everything like that. And I just feel like that's just more of a confirmation of that I'm reaching people, because I have people that write me and tell me that I'm reaching them, and confirmation I came on here. So I know that God has big things for me. And
Absolutely.
To me, waking up is big. If this is if this is the end for me as far as like blessings, listen, waking up every day is the ultimate blessing. So I'm grateful that he has given me another chance to be great according to his will and do the things that he wants me to do. And I'm just going to continue to lean in on him. But I advise you to pray on whatever that's going on medically and let God lead you. Let God lead you and know that he will not leave or forsake you. And whatever he brings you to, he will get you through.
Yeah.
I'm just blessed that, because I do have, on my dad's side of the family, this, C word.
The C word. Yes.
So for me to know that I was in that state, but I did not know it, and I didn't have to go through anything. I didn't have to face adversities that I know that other family members had to face. I am ultimately grateful and thankful. So, but
that was a blessing.
Yes, it was.
That was a blessing. And then let me tell you, when she called me, look, I was shooken. Because that was something that I wasn't expecting. It's already enough tension, from her going through what she's been going through. Mm-hmm. And I think for the last few weeks, of her healing process and getting strong and trying to get back to normal and being a mom and a wife and getting back into the routine, and to hear this, it's like, wow, God, you have a great sense of humor. To have taken her through this. Mm-hmm. Because you got to understand, my daughter was born with a heart defect. And the doctor told me that when she was only a year old, that she may not live to be 13. We had emergency surgery when she was 7 years old. And, for her to be now almost reaching the big 4-0, for every journey, for every obstacle and circumstance and situation that she goes through, and she is able to conquer it, her faith is getting just stronger and stronger, and encourages me. And I can see a little Hattie Mae.
Yeah, I be feeling Nana all in my bones when I be talking. And it's just, I am so grateful that she introduced us to Christ.
I am too.
She is the ultimate person that is responsible for the mass majority of us, if not all of our family that know Christ. She has individually introduced us in our own way.
Right. Yeah.
In our own way. And I'm so appreciative, because if it had not been for him and me having such a strong, and it's from, I used to be, I won't say used to be young because I'm still young, but going out, having fun. But guess what? I made it to church on Sunday.
Right.
I would go out Saturday night and be right on the pew.
Yeah.
On Sunday, driving Nana to church. And my friends knew, and my friends knew that. Even the friends I went to the club with, and they would call me some days and be like, Shakira, I want to go to church with you. Well, you sure can. Let me come get you.
Yeah.
So just know that wherever you are in your life, don't feel as though that you have to, well, I'm going to wait. Let me wait and then get myself together, and then I'll go seek God. Seek him now. Let him come and build you up, because nothing happens overnight. Nothing happens overnight. And just be faithful and understand that God loves us all, and we are all made with a purpose, on purpose. We are not here by accident.
No.
It is not a coincidence that you meet somebody. It's not a coincidence when somebody comes on my live. Everything has a purpose. So just live your life deliberately and make sure that you're trying to be as impactful as you can to show those ripple effects of love, generosity, just caring, empathy, all of those things. Because when you are nice to others, they majority of the time they're going to turn their attitude around. Because sometimes you run into people and you're like, you know what, I ain't gonna call her because she's too happy. Because you want to be in your funk and you want to sit in it. But sometimes you need that person that's going to uplift you. So
that's true.
Yeah,
I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of your journey. I'm so proud of your testimony. I'm just so proud of you, because seeing you grow, seeing you be independent, seeing you thrive in the direction that you're going, I can't ask for no more. I'm so grateful, because I know that my mother, if she was alive, she would be shouting for joy harder than what I shout, because my mother was a sick woman.
Oh, geez, well, nobody hear nothing.
She wasn't ashamed. And one of the things what you said was, when you meet people, you can see God in them. And people used to always tell me, I remember when the day my mother had passed away, my mother was at home, and a woman that lived in her building, it was so strange, she said to me that she wanted to see my mom for the last time. And I said, well, she's not in her normal state. But she said, she moved to New Jersey from, I think it was Detroit. And she had known anyone, and it seemed like the people here was not very friendly. She said that when she tried to speak, people wouldn't speak back. And she said when she moved in the building, my mother grabbed her and was having this long conversation. And it just allowed me to really see a little bit of that. I see a little bit of that, and I see a lot of God. A lot of God in you, Plum.
Thank you.
You continue on your journey. You continue to praise God and manifest. And I know you're teaching your sons about Jesus and about God, because I hear them saying, thank you, Jesus. And I love you, Jesus. And that makes me proud.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I want to say to you, I love you. And you know how your mother is.
I know.
I was trying to hold my composure here.
I know listen, I know that wasn't gonna last long, you guys. I knew she was.
Because let me tell you, when something hit me, I'm not gonna sit. I'm not here to put on a funk or show off for anybody. But when God hits me, I'm gonna move.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna move. When the Spirit hits you, some people be trying to hold it in and about to burst. But see, for me, I gotta let it out. I gotta let go and as they say, let go and let God.
Let God, yep.
But I do want to share with our audience some things that you've been working on for a little bit.
Me?
And my daughter is an author.
Me? Oh, me?
I know
Yes.
you didn't know this, but I went on, you sent me the link, and I went on and purchased your book.
My book.
I purchased both of them. So my daughter has 2 books. I think it was 3. I didn't see the
Yeah,
other one.
the third one
published yet.
just went live. Yeah, the third one
It
just went live like yesterday or something like that.
It
But
just
they're
went
on
live
Amazon.
yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this one is called Rooted in Faith. Rooted in Faith. And it says God's promises for every emotion. It's rooted in faith, and you can get it on Amazon. You can get it on Amazon. And I love this book because you're able to actually put notes, write
Yes.
your notes.
Yes.
You have scripture readings, you have devotions, expansions, reflections, and you even talk about doubt, devotions. Blessed are those who have not seen and yet have believed. And that's what we are. We haven't seen,
yes,
but we believe. That's John 20 and 29.
Mm-hmm.
So this is her book, y'all. If you can go and support her on her journey.
Yes.
If you could put the link in the comments, Shakira, put the link in the comment.
Let me get the comment.
I'm definitely going to make sure the next time that we have the barcode so they can just click the barcode.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, and this one is 2026 prayer journal. This is 2026 prayer journal. Now this here is a thick book here.
That's
okay.
Yeah, because that's all year round.
That's all year round.
365 days worth of 365 days worth of work.
Worth of work, a whole year.
Yes.
And it's starting with your prayer list, and your journals, and you could take notes. It's give you your verses, and I'm really proud. This is beautiful. So I have on my hand a little Arthur here.
Thank you. Yes, that's me. That's me.
Yes.
I may try to come out with a what would that be called?
A barcode?
No, a biography. What is it called?
Yes, you need to tell your story because you have such a remarkable story about your journey and what you've gone through. And one of the questions I asked her when she was younger, I said, Shakira, if you were to change anything, what would you change in your life?
Nothing.
And she always told me nothing, Mom. Everything.
And the answer is still nothing.
It's still nothing.
It's still nothing. Everything built every characteristic that I have. My thankfulness is increased by everything that I face because I know God's going to get me through. So I have to stay rooted in that. And if I start doubting what I've been through, then that's doubting the preparation that it took for me to get there. Because I feel like everything that you face is preparation for your next blessing.
Yeah.
And I feel as though that if I doubt that, then I doubt the preparation it took for me to get to what I got, to what I received. So I put all 3 books in the chat. Cuz said, congratulations. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yes, I'm proud. Y'all excuse me. I'm not apologizing, but I'm hoping I ain't scare nobody. That's not my intention. But if you come from a Christian background or a faith background, you can relate.
Yes, you can.
You can relate. I don't even have to explain. You already know. Pam says, send her prayers. Amen. Thank y'all so much for your support. And tell them where they can reach you on from your binge view.
TikTok. I do a live every morning at 6:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's called Binge View. I'll put it in the chat. BingeView. And we talk about the goodness of God. You can come in and get a word 6:30 in the morning. I do it that early because my kids be sleeping. Okay. Because once they get up, it's over with. So that's the time that I do it. And I also have a YouTube channel it's the same thing, Binge View, and you'll be able to, I upload whatever I did on TikTok because it doesn't stay for the live, right? So I'll take that and I'll put it on YouTube so you'll be able to view it as well. And then you can go to Amazon, type in Shakira Pittman, and my books will come up as well. I'll put the link in the chat though. Rooted in Faith,
Yes.
60 day, and the most recent one is the 60-day SOAP Bible. SOAP meaning scripture, observation, application, and prayer. Okay. Yes, the 2000 in the prayer journal. That's the thick one to hold you accountable every day. Okay. I want you to open up that Bible every single day, and I want you to be able to reflect
Give
on
thanks.
that and journal. Because it means a lot. I know that for me, when I journal, and then if I'm going through something, I'll go back to my journal and see what God brought me through. It may say something like, "Oh, I'm praying for me to start my business," or "I'm praying for XYZ," and I see things that has already came in fruition. So, that gives me peace and a reminder. Ms. Linda said you should look into the PFAS, polluted water. It's in Willingboro, Burlington City, and Burlington Township. Yes,
Yeah.
I have been looking into that. Yes,
Yeah.
because we spoke about that
Absolutely.
before.
That's what I
Yep.
told her. Wow. Thank you so much for sharing your story. You got so much
Oh yeah.
more of a
Yes.
testimony, and it could be actually a little movie if
If I put it
if we
together,
put
yeah,
it
it could
together.
be.
It would be a little movie, but it will be an encouraging movie that will encourage people that your past is not your future.
Exactly. Yep.
Because a lot of times people, and one of the things too, I want to touch on before we go, never allow a person to try to keep you in your
No.
past. People kill me. They always try to keep you in your past so they can feel
Yeah, they
comfortable.
want you to shrink. They want you
You
to
know,
stay stagnated. They want you to stay who you used to be. But yeah, you acting new. Yeah, I am new in God. When you become a part of,
right? You
when
are
you
new.
when you give
You
exact,
change. You're
you're
not the
supposed to
same.
change. It's supposed to look like you changed. And I don't want you to
Yes.
be hypocritical and you used to drink and now you don't drink. Now you tell somebody to put the drink down. Leave them people alone, just pray for them. And just be that
Yeah.
sound voice that they know that you're for God, but you're not judgmental. And they will come to you. They will come to
That's
you.
true. Yeah, because the more you chastise them, the more they're gonna pick
Yeah.
up and
Yeah.
do what they're doing. They have to have their own
Exactly.
mind. Whenever it's time for a person to really change, they'll do it on their own. But if you nag them and bug
Yeah.
them,
No.
oftentimes doesn't work out in your
No.
favor. They have to work out in the person's favor.
Absolutely.
So yeah. Thank you so much for sharing your journey and y'all make sure y'all go and support my baby.
Yeah.
2026 prayer journal. This
It's
is
thick.
thick. This
Yes.
is not.
Yeah.
This is
Yes, it is.
thick. And I listen. I didn't get no
Yeah.
discount. I paid full price. I went on Amazon and I paid full price for my baby. Okay, full price. Rooted
Rooted in
in
faith.
faith.
And the other one that just went live is 60 Day SOAP Bible Journal. SOAP meaning scripture, observation, application, and prayer. The scripture, you read a scripture.
Oh, I love
The,
that.
the
Okay.
observation part is because I always say I can read a scripture, you can read a scripture, but because we're in different stages in our life, it comes off differently. So I need you to write down what that scripture means to you, and then how can you apply it to your life, and then I need you to pray over that. And that's
Yes.
it's a 60-day journal. 60-day
60
journal.
day
Thank you
journal.
so much,
Yes, I love it. I'm gonna
everybody.
enjoy it.
Adu said, "Child ain't Hattie Mae's spirit is definitely alive and living through you, little cuz."
Sure is.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. And that is a
It is. I
compliment.
take that.
Because let me tell you, I always said if I can be half of the woman my
Yes,
mother
absolutely.
was and still
Yes.
is, I'll be living. Man, are you
Yes.
kidding? This is a woman never used profanity. Turned the cheek. See, I don't turn the cheek too good. You know what I'm saying? When you go high, I go low. You know what I mean? The opposite. She had it down pat, but the spirit of God was resonating in her from
From
day
day one.
one since I was
Yeah.
born and
Yeah.
beyond. And I'm not just saying it. There's a whole lot of people that have witnessed her company and have been in her present. And it's very encouraging to me that you had an opportunity to share her
Oh
love.
yeah, I share it every day.
And so many others have shared
Yes,
her love.
absolutely.
Yes. Keep hope
Yes.
alive. But I do want to do this before we go. I want to share with you this information I think is very awesome about Aldi.
Aldi's,
Aldi's,
yeah.
excuse me, not Aldi. Aldi's Many of you probably have heard that they are doing a Thanksgiving meal. So stay tuned. Let me just show you. This is very short, a few seconds long.
Hopefully no squirrels for your Thanksgiving. Aldi is making it just a little bit easier to host Thanksgiving dinner this year. That's because the grocery store just announced its lowest price yet for a full holiday meal. For about 10 people, you can get everything from a 14-pound turkey to all the classic sides. We're talking mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, stuffing, and even, yes, pumpkin pie. And here's the best part. It'll cost about $7 less than it did last year. This 21-item bundle makes it easier than ever for everyone to enjoy a good traditional feast without breaking the bank.
There you have it. So let me just share some of that good news with you real quick. Hey, Evan. Hi, Evan. Okay, so let me just share the information about Aldi's. Okay, so Aldi, excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about car, right? So close. Okay, so they have a $40 Thanksgiving feast, a full dinner for 10 on a budget. So the turkey, these are all the things that you receive in that $40 package. Everything from the turkey to the chicken broth to sweet potatoes and baked potatoes, peeled carrot, celery, just everything that you pretty much is going to need for your Thanksgiving dinner. And it's only $40. It's only $40. So I think this is really fantastic. I don't know how long this is going to last. I do not know how long this is going to last, but it is going on now as we speak. So if you want to go to Aldi's and pick your $40 Thanksgiving package, I guess they call it a package, I'm assuming. I guess they call it a package. You can do so. Now, I do want to say that this coming Tuesday is Veterans Day. This coming Tuesday is Veterans Day. So from Momma Said It to all of our viewers, our co-hosts, we want to say Happy Veterans Day today. We honor the brave men and women who have served and sacrificed for our freedom. From all of us at Momma Said It Podcast, we thank you for your service, courage, and dedication to our country. Happy Veterans Day on Tuesday, November 11th, 2025. But every day on Momma Said It Podcast is Veterans Day.
Yes.
Do you have any last words that you would like to say?
Stay encouraged. Be nice to people. You don't know what they're going through. Be intentional.
Amen.
Be intentional with your living.
I certainly agree with that. Do something different today that you didn't do yesterday to change your tomorrow. God bless everybody. Don't forget.
Yes.
Rooted in Faith on Amazon. Y'all know I'm a proud mama, y'all. Okay.
Thank you.
And 2026 prayer journal. This is saying thank you, God, for healing my child, not bringing her through things without pain, no chemo, no heavy medication. Just a miracle that God has set for your life. You are a miracle.
Yes. Absolutely.
So we're going to tune off now to our viewers. Thank you so much for tuning in for another episode of Momma Said It Podcast. We will be back with you on next week at 6:00 Eastern Standard Time. Set your clock. Don't be late. We're going to try not to be late, right?
Yeah.
Say so long, Evan. Say so long.
Say see you later.
My grandson.
Say see you later.
Say see you later.
Bye-bye.
He said bye-bye.
Bye. Okay. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Mama said it. Woo. There'll be days like this. Mama said it. Wee. There'll be days like this. Mama said it. Woo.